Welcome back to Sway TV. I'm your host JJ here on Amazon Live, and I'm so excited!
We're gonna have some fun on the street,
And we're doing Workout Wednesdays here on Amazon Live.
and she is fresh off the set of Shark Tank.
It's such an honor to be here today, so thank you.
We are going to be talking all about parenting.
You have no idea how honored I am to have Mr. Tim Story making his world premiere right here on Sway TV Live.
Functional medicine is all this stuff. It's integrating things that improve your life.
This is our tribe of women.
I completely agree with you, Kimmy. It starts with being happy with how you look.
What is the key to a successful business?
We made history here on Amazon Live. Would you ask her out again, Michael?
I am so excited for today's Battle Shop Live.
And it's Brad Grunberg. Hi, Brad.
Here we go, here we go. Get curious. Get curious.
Rosalind just said this is better than Netflix.
Oh, Naveen says this is better than Netflix. Yes! There's a Tesla. You can actually buy a car on Amazon. That is so crazy. The perfect gift. Yes, we got our Drake's Cake break.
David is live streaming. We got it right up in the corner. I love this.
Oh, that feels so good.
Oh my God, that is the coolest thing ever.
So awesome.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake your zoo life.
This is fun. Drum roll, please. Dun, dun, dun. So many giveaways here at Sway TV.
And one person's gonna win a PS5. Which one will it be?
Here we go. I'm so excited. I can't even stand it.
And Sam's in the chat says Sway TV rocks. Woo!
We're still going. Yeah, we don't sleep at Sway.
One of the best comments I've ever received, ever, hands down. This is fun. We love Sway TV.
I cannot make this up.
We are awarding you with a PS5 as well.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All the time streaming live. We're sharing great products. We're doing great interviews and amazing giveaways.
Amazon, we love you, Amazon. So grateful for you guys and for Sway TV.
I've had such a great time with all of you.
Shop attainment all the time.
It is a girl's dream come true for someone like me to be able to give you dating advice and shopping all in one platform.
Amazon Live, woo! Do, 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 woo!
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's win.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's go, let's sway. Stay tuned. Woo!
Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Tambi Saffron, and thank you so much for joining me here today on Sway TV, coming to you live on Amazon. Happy Friday, everyone. I am so happy to be here with you guys today. We are here every day streaming live at Sway TV. We share great products with you. We do awesome interviews, and we do the best giveaways. So today we have a really great interview coming up. I'm going to introduce Amy in a second. I just want to light a candle first. This is like a little tradition we have here. We like to light a candle in our studio and kind of welcome you guys into our Sway family home and have us be welcomed into your home. So there we go. We're all set. So let's get started. Let's sway. Today I'm really excited to welcome with us Amy Jensen. She is the owner of Baxter and Bella. That is an online puppy training website, and she's the owner. She is an instructor, and we have her here with us today. So let's welcome Amy. Hello, Amy.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for having me, Tambi.
Oh my gosh, thanks for being here. We're so excited to have you. Where are you coming live from today?
So I live in northern Utah, and we're in my home. This is where I teach all of my classes from. I've got Yoshi here with me today. He's a 1.5-year-old Labradoodle, and he is my demo dog for all my classes.
He's
so a lot of
so
my clients know him.
cute. Hi, Yoshi. Well, we welcome Yoshi to Sway TV today too. He's so cute, Amy.
Yeah, he's an awesome dog. He's graduating next week with Good Dog Service Canine. So we fly him to California to graduate. We're super happy for him.
Oh, the graduation is here in California?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, very exciting. Does he wear like a little cap and gown?
Yeah, actually for pictures, I think. Just kidding. I don't know the dog, but they have a good time.
That would be super, super cute. Well, we're so happy to have you. We know we have a lot of people here in the chat that have a lot of questions for you. I have some questions for you. So can you just maybe start by telling us why did you choose to become a dog trainer, and how long have you been doing this for?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been training dogs my whole life. Ever since I was a kid, I'm just an animal lover. You can ask my dad. I asked for every pet there was. Always loved dogs. But I went to school actually in animal science, and then I decided I loved to teach. So I became a math educator. And when my youngest left off to kindergarten, I had some extra time on my hands, and I thought, I really want to get back into dog training. It's my passion. So I started to formally do it then. So I've been doing my business since about 2015, but I've gotten my certifications and those kinds of things to be a certified dog trainer, at that time. So anyway, I love what I do. My career is pretty much the best one you could ever have. I play with puppies all day long.
Well, I know you love what you do, and actually the reason I met you, I have to just say thank you to my sister-in-law, Allison, because she has a brand new puppy, my new nephew that I haven't met yet, Maverick, and she had the greatest things to say about you, so I see her here in the chat, and she wrote something nice, so she's taken your class, and thank you for logging on and letting us know. Allison, and again, she made the introduction. So tell us, how many dogs do you have? Is it just Yoshi, or do you have some other dogs?
Yeah, so we have 2 at our house right now. One is Yoshi, and I already explained his story. And then we have Bruno. He's a 12-pound Yorkie Schnauzer mix. He is our family dog. He's about 9 years old. And he socializes all the puppies that come through our house for training. So he's kind of the little guardian dog, if you will. So yeah, that's all we have at our house right now.
And did you start doing in-person training and then transition to online, or have you always been online?
Our company was designed to always be online. So we had the idea originally to create a workbook. I was training a lot of puppies for families. I was bringing them into my home and doing the house training and the basic, sit down, stay calm. And I realized I can only help 2 or 3 families a year. I have a family myself. And so I wanted to find a way to reach out to more people. A lot of people can do what I do. It's not that difficult. It just takes time and patience. So I thought if I could create a program online and let people come and see what I do, then they can do it themselves. You save a lot of money, you build a relationship with your dog, and it's a win-win.
And I also think during this time, during the pandemic, I personally know a lot of people who have rescued dogs or have new puppies because, A, they're lonely maybe and they want some companionship, or B, they're home, they're working from home. They don't have to worry about leaving their dog at home to go to work. So I feel like a lot more people during the past year have actually become new pet and dog owners. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. The shelters are empty, which we love. We hope they stay that way. And my goal is to educate more people how to successfully incorporate these dogs into the homes, because they are canines, they're dogs. So they do dog things, and many of us want them to live with us. So it's important that you know how to do that.
Absolutely. And I also think that during this time, we might not be able to have a person come to our house in person. So your services are probably even more valuable now, right? Because you can pretty much, it's a Skype, right? It's a Skype class.
Yeah, they're all on Zoom. So it's nice. When we started the year before COVID hit. And, it was kind of on the up and up, but there was still kind of that thought out there that, can you really do dog training online? And so we really think, I guess, the pandemic, there's that one blessing in disguise that it allowed people to kind of open up their minds to, what, we can actually do this online. It works really well.
So how do people find you? Go ahead, let us know your website. How do they find you and your Instagram?
Okay, yeah, our website is baxterandbella.com. And when you get to our home screen, you can enter the puppy school, or if you haven't signed up yet, you can learn more. And basically, once you sign up, it's a one-time membership fee. So we really have the goal to help you the best that we can. We don't want you to have to pay a recurring fee. We don't want to kick you out at a certain time. Literally, you get in and you get training for life. So I have a wonderful staff that helps me, and we're all about helping you.
Training for life, that is perfect. And again, we have people in the chat probably that have questions for you. I know it's going by really quickly, so we might have to take a minute to kind of scroll through them, but you definitely have a lot of fans out there. I see that my puppy's mama says Baxter and Bella is the best. I've seen, a bunch of plugs there saying how much people love you. So really great to have you here with us. I'm going to ask you a question, and then we'll kind of open it up to some of the questions in the chat if you can see them. They're going by really, really fast today.
I can see
Okay, so I'll ask you one, and then maybe we'll pick one from the chat. We'll kind of go back and forth, and then I know we're going to talk about some of your favorite products that are on Amazon also, so we will get to that. What is your best advice for a new pet owner?
My best advice for the new pet owner is to be patient. You've got to learn patience. I tell my kids all the time that, I should have done puppy training first. I would have been a much better mother. But I've learned patience over the time. I think leash walking is the #1 patience builder. So, hey, if you're a person that's looking to build that quality in yourself, a dog is a great thing to get to help you with that. So patience and consistency, really, those are the 2 tickets to puppy training. It's a fabulous journey to be on. It's so worthwhile and rewarding to have a dog in your home, but those are the 2 things you need, patience and consistency.
Well, I agree with you. I'm a former dog owner. Unfortunately, my doggies have passed, but I remember the joy they brought and all the things that, you're saying. And hopefully, again, I will be a pet owner, a dog owner, because I love dogs. I really do. You mentioned you have kids. Do you have any advice for people bringing a pet into the home that already have children, whether it be babies or young children, how to make that transition smooth and easy?
Yeah, absolutely. As a mother myself, I know what it's like. So structure. If I can say one word to parents with kids and puppies, it's structure the time together. In our program, we introduce you to a lot of games that the kids can choose from and then say, I want the puppy to come out and play hide and go seek with me. And that way the child has a plan, the puppy has a plan, and because they're both focused on something, the puppy's not just this free-for-all where I want to bite your ankles and gnaw on your sleeve. So it's really important to structure their time together. And when the child's done saying, hey, that was a fun game, I'm done, and they want to go do something else because I get kids. In fact, the puppies are the same. We call them toddlers, canine toddlers. Their attention spans are so short that, you play a game or 2 and the puppy's ready to go chew a bone and the child wants to go color. So at that point, you keep the puppy with you and the child can go do their other activities. And that way it's a really happy experience for both. And we don't have any of that bitey, jumpy, just kind of free for all behavior.
Absolutely. And what about if someone has a newborn baby? I remember that when we had our baby, we actually brought something we were told, I don't know if this is, how you do it, but to bring something from the hospital, like a little, onesie or something that's touched the baby home and let the dog smell it before you bring the baby back. Is that the way to do it? Or what do you do if you have a newborn?
I love that idea. I think it's setting them up for success. And that's a statement you'll hear me say a lot in my program is set the dogs up for success, right? Teach them what you want them to do. So when that new baby comes home, they already know the smell. Anytime kids are involved, the parents need to be 100%, on supervision tasks. So, keeping that dog on a leash and making sure that you are comfortable and that they are relaxed around the baby as well. Baby gates, toddler pens all become wonderful dog training tools because that way it helps you manage your household and keep the puppy over here when the baby's crawling around and that kind of thing until you're certain that the puppy will behave.
Absolutely. Agree with you. So are you able to pull up any questions from the chat that you want to answer? I know it's been going by really fast.
Yeah, let me just see if there's any questions. I see lots of fun comments.
Because I want to make sure the people watching have a chance to ask Amy questions as well. Of course, I have a couple more of my own, but I want to open it up to people in the chat. That's the beauty of the chat. I also want to thank everybody here for joining us today and joining Amy. This is so great to have her here. And again, there is a chat, so feel free to ask your questions to Amy in the chat, and she's going to run through and try to answer.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Tambi.
No, go ahead.
Okay, resource guarding from Jean. Hi, Jean, how are you? Okay, here they come. I'm like, I know you guys have questions because we do 3 group Q&As a week, and I get a lot of people to those. So let's talk about resource guarding. I can do that one in a nutshell. I mean, that's something I could spend a whole hour on. But basically with resource guarding, we want to teach our dogs that when we are present and they have something, like right now, you can see Yoshi's chewing this little toy back there, right? So he's kind of playing with that. I want him to know that when he has that and it's a really good item to him and I'm there, that there's no threat. I'm not a threat to him, right? So I'll do little things like, okay, so he's playing with that toy. I'll walk by and probably add to what he has, toss him a little treat and leave, right? So I'm just adding to what he has instead of taking away from him. And doing this, 20, 30 times randomly throughout the day, he just starts to learn when I approach, it's always exciting. It's always a good thing. And then you don't get that sense of I need to be tense or threatened because she might take this away from me, and then that leads to the growling and the resource guarding.
So it's positive reinforcement is basically what you're saying. Yeah.
Yep. Teach them what to do and reward them for the good behavior, and they'll repeat it.
Absolutely.
Any other questions? Keep going?
Yeah, sure. Keep
going.
going.
Let's see. What is the best type of treat to start training my puppy?
Good question.
Typically with these new puppies, I just use their kibble. I use whatever dog food they've been started on. I don't want to introduce too many new food items at once because they'll get their upset stomachs, and you don't want to deal with puppy diarrhea, I promise. So just start with their kibble. And then I usually introduce one extra high value treat. So this right here is a meal mixer, and you can break it easily. It doesn't make my hands dirty. It's a freeze-dried meat product, and so the dogs love it. I'll usually start with something like this for like the potty training and then some of the basics as well. But something soft and chewy, and again, just pick one item to start with to see how your puppy does on it, and then give them 3 to 4 days before introducing a new treat.
Great question. I see here we have another question from Lee. What are the top toys puppies love?
Top toys. Something that's squishy and squeaky. And I like the long ones because they can grab onto one end and I can grab onto the other end, right? So furry, animal-like squeaky toys, I would say, are golden. Another simple one, if you don't want to spend any money, is a water bottle. I'm not kidding. Take your water bottle, take the paper off and the cap and the ring, and empty it out, and they love that crinkle sound. So
good tip, Amy. Do you want to talk about this smart pet here in the carousel? This is probably a good time, right? Because someone asked about dog toys. So I'm going to share this. This is the Smart Pet Love Snuggle Puppy. You like this product?
Yeah, the Snuggle Puppy is great because when that puppy first comes home, they don't have their litter mates with them anymore. They don't have anybody to really snuggle up against when it's nighttime. They're in their crates, so we're starting to crate train them so that we can do house training. And so I like to put a Snuggle Puppy in with them. They have these little heat packs that come with them that you put inside, and a little heart that you turn on, and it has this little heartbeat. So suddenly that puppy has something to really snuggle up against, and it feels like a litter mate.
Oh, that's so great. And this is, by the way, this is in the carousel. So if you guys go to the carousel that's connected to this interview, you will see this. This is one of Amy's suggestions, and it is available on Amazon. It happens to be 20% off right now, just FYI. I want to point that out. But that is there in answer to the question about toys. I see here there's another question. When I walk my dog and she is on her leash, she snarls at other dogs and sometimes people. What can I do?
Okay, we call that reactivity.
And that's coming from Julie.
From Julie. Hi, Julie. So yeah, we call that reactivity. Your dog sees something, we call them triggers, and your dog is choosing a reaction to that, whether it's because they're a little fearful of what they see, or maybe they're overly excited because they see another dog. It sounds like yours might be a little hesitant. So either way, we like to find this distance where my dog can think again. Sometimes we're too close, right? We're within 10 feet and my dog can't think. You try to get them to look at you or try to get them to sit, and they're like, I'm just so focused on what's over here. And so we create distance for them. We just turn and move away. You'll get to a point where your dog will then again take a treat from you, or they will sit, or they'll look at you. And you know then you're in a training mode, right? I can train my dog because their brain is back with me, versus when I'm too close to that person or that dog, it's too hard. So we start the training session at that magical distance where your dog can then focus, and then we slowly work up to getting closer and closer to those triggers.
Great answer. And Karen has a question. Do you want to read it, or would you like me to read it to you? Can you see that? It's in the...
I'm going to see if I can find Karen. Let's see.
It's the last one in there.
Last one. Okay, my puppy destroys his toys. That one?
Yes.
Okay, my puppy destroys his toys, rips the ears, tails off, etc. I take it away from him and sew it. You're awesome, Karen. but he gets upset. Not sure if I'm making it worse. What do you recommend to get him to stop destroying his toys? So I will tell you that a lot of these plush toys are great for young puppies, but as soon as they get their adult teeth, they're strong. And so, Yoshi doesn't get plush toys anymore. We use them for training. I'll pull them out for tug or recess. I call it in between like stay sessions where he's having to hold still for a long time. But after we're done with it, I put it away. I don't just leave it out because he wants to go straight for those squeakers and get the fluff everywhere. So I think we have some other products, Tambi, in the portal today that are rubber based, like the West Paw Topple toy is a great one. And then, toys where they're rubber based, like the Kongs, and West Paw's one of my favorite companies. But they make those rubber toys that are stronger and there's not fluff inside or squeakers that the dogs are tearing out. So once my dog graduates from their baby teeth and I'm having a dog that just wants to rip up the squeakers, then we just use these for training at that point.
Gotcha. Well, let's transition to some of your favorite picks on Amazon, and then we'll continue to answer questions that you guys have. These are in no particular order. We have the Pup Rod Rocker Training Treat Tossing Camera Dispenser. This sounds really cool. Tell us about this.
It is cool. Yeah, this I picked up just a few weeks ago, actually, because I saw on Amazon, and I'm like, I want to try this. So I bought it for my dogs. My Bruno and Yoshi both tried it. And what it is it has a toy that's a sensor. So if they paw at it, it triggers the machine to then toss food. So the dogs learn pretty quickly that this item is what they want to go touch, and then this machine spits the food out. So my dogs actually work together. Bruno's funny. He'll go over and he'll hit it, and it will sound, and then Yoshi waits by the machine for it to spit out food at him. Anyway, but it's great for several things. One, I found that for dogs who always feel like you have to entertain them, they always want your attention. And a lot of us are home right now working from, on Zoom calls, and we need our dog to self-entertain. This is a great option for that. Also, dogs who are nervous about being left alone. Again, that's a big problem that I've seen lately with many of my clients is we don't leave our houses very much anymore. And so our dogs are getting used to always having somebody with them. And some of them are struggling. It leads to what we call separation anxiety. Mm-hmm. So the toy like this is great because it's interactive with them and they don't necessarily notice that we are not present. So it's a good way to help with that.
Well, this looks really cool. And I see there's a video. So I'm going to play the video. I think people would like to see this one. Is the audio playing? Yeah, there we go. You want me to take it off? All right, I wasn't sure if the sound was playing. By the way, that's the dog I had, that Australian Shepherd. That was my Maggie May, so sweet and so cute. People are asking about the items that we're talking about. So the plush puppy is in the carousel. If you guys go down, there's a shopping link on the bottom of this video, and then you can see the puppy, the plush puppy, and then this you have to just pull up in your Amazon search. It's called the Pup Pod, Puppod, Rocker Training Treat Tossing Camera Dispenser, but I'm sure it will come up with enough of those words, right? That looks like a super cool item. So a couple other questions here. Oh my gosh, it's going so quickly here. Are you catching these or should I scroll?
Yeah, do you want me to read some?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, read some and you go ahead and answer what you like.
Okay, yeah. Do you suggest a pen in addition to a crate? Our last dog didn't love her crate. What can we do to a new pup to change that? Yeah, so in our program, we have an entire section on how to teach your puppy to like the crate as well as a pen. And yes, I recommend both. I love having management strategies. So the baby gates that I mentioned, having a pen set up, having a crate available so that, as a mom, my child comes and they need help with homework quickly, I have somewhere to quickly put the puppy so that I'm managing and preventing that puppy from doing some unwanted behavior. So absolutely, I would highly recommend both a crate and a pen. And then again, our program, we are happy to walk you through how to get your puppy to like those things.
Any other questions in there?
Let's see. How do you address separation anxiety? My puppy's about 5 months and gets very agitated when I leave the room, barking, whining, jumping, and doesn't settle down until I come back, even if she has a special treat. Okay, I like this question for a couple of reasons. I mean, the puppies right now don't also or always know how to be when they're left alone, right? So it's our job to teach them what to do while we're gone. I love to start at the very basics of let's just teach that puppy a down, and I'll treat them for doing a down, and then I build that up to where I ask them to do a down, I feed them a treat, I walk a step away, I come back, I treat. I take 2 steps away, I come back, I treat. And I would set it up for success so that you can disappear, come back, feed them a treat. Disappear, come back, feed them a treat. And I'll do little mini sessions of this when I'm first starting, several times a day, maybe 20, 30 reps of just, I disappear, I come back, I disappear, I come back. And every time you come back, make sure it's not about the puppy, even though it is. Don't let the puppy know that. Don't look at them and talk to them and make it a big deal that you're coming and going. We want that puppy to learn, oh, sometimes I see her, sometimes I don't, but she always comes back. And then we start to build up that trust.
Okay, great. Any other questions you want to answer, or we can actually play this video now?
You can go ahead and play the video.
All
and
right, I'll
start
play the
scrolling
video
for
and
more.
then that's perfect. Amy will scroll through. Feel free to hit us up in the chat with any other questions you have for Amy. And in the meantime, we're going to take a look at
which has a white background and a blue logo. Look for that. When you open the box, there's really just 3 things inside. We've got the feeder, which Ollie loves. There's a camera at the top, so you can stream video to our mobile app while you're watching your dog play. This tube down here is where the food pops out. Pop the top off. This is where all the kibble goes. There's some suction cups on the bottom to keep your feeder from accidentally knocking over. And there's even mounting brackets on the back so you can hang your feeder out of reach if you need to. And here's the USB cable to power the feeder. And then with the toy, just plug 2 D batteries in the bottom of the toy, put it back together. The batteries don't come inside the box, so be sure to go buy your batteries after you order your rocker so you've got them when the rocker arrives. The next video will cover how to get started with the mobile app.
I love this item, and I love that. Looks like my dog Maggie. Allison, if you're still in the chat, don't you think that looks like Maggie? I thought so. Any other questions, or should I continue?
I had somebody asking me about meal mixers, and they look like this. They're on Amazon. I guess you could add that to the carousel if you want, but I typed it in the chat so they can find them.
Oh, perfect. So hold that up one more time. Let's share that. These are the meal mixers that Amy's using. They're by, what is it, Stella?
Stella and Chewy's.
Stella and Chewy's. You guys can just put that into the search on Amazon. And that is another Amazon item. That's so great. My sister-in-law says, yeah, the dog looked like my dog. The dog in the video looked like my Maggie. I have a question for you. What are the most common mistakes that you noticed pet owners make with regards to disciplining their dogs?
Honestly, I find that they focus too much on the discipline. It's more about, to me, teaching them what to do. Right? A lot of times the dog doesn't know what to do. Here's a classic example. I'm busy typing emails, I'm trying to work, right? My dog comes over, they want attention, so they jump on me. And oftentimes we give that attention because we're like, hey, no, off, get down, right? And we don't necessarily want that behavior to happen, but they don't really know what else to do. They're a dog, and if they see something they want, it's wired in their brain to go get it as fast as they can get it. So that's up to me to teach them, hey, if you want to come over and get my attention, I teach my dog to sit to say please. So if they come over and sit quietly, then here's the catch, you have to pay attention to that, and it's not noisy or hurtful like a jump, so you've got to make sure you acknowledge it. But they come over and sit nicely. Oh, hey, buddy, you want to go out and play? You need some attention? Let's go. But now my puppy's learned a very good behavior of how to get me to look at them is just by sitting calmly, and that's what I reward. And then I'm showing them what to do. Some people just focus on they jumped, let's just get them off. But then you get stuck in this vicious consequence cycle where the dog jumps, they get off, they jump, they get off, they jump, they get off, because you're never teaching them what should they do instead. So I'm very big on teach the dog what to do.
We have a question from Jess Teresa here in the chat, and she's saying, what's the best way to introduce a new puppy to existing older dogs that are already in the home?
Yeah, I love this question.
It's a
So
great
whenever I bring a
question.
new dog in the home, I use an exercise pen or a gate. A gate works really well. You bring both puppies to either side of the gate. They get to do a 1, 2, 3 sniff, and then they move away. And I just use a meal mixer or a treat to just kind of lure them away from each other. And then they get to go sniff again. 1, 2, 3, move away. 1, 2, 3. And while their dogs are doing that, you get to observe their body language. So I'm watching for, I call it noodly body language. They're happy and bouncy and loose. Versus if I have a dog that's coming to meet a new dog and they're tense and tight and their mouth is closed or their tail is wagging, but it's stiff and high. I mean, some people think wagging is always happy. It's not. You got to look at the whole picture. But when they come to, you want to watch the body language. And if they are, friendly, then we can probably let them be together with leashes on and monitor that. If one of them's tense or tight, then we just spend maybe half the day where one's on one side of the gate and the other's on the other side of the gate until they warm up to each other.
Great answer. What dog training techniques do you consider the most effective and why?
Positive reinforcement, rewards-based training. You build such a wonderful relationship with your dog. That's a dog that's happy to see me, right? They see me and they're like, yay, let's go to work. Their tail's wagging. They're happy to do it. I try not to use fear-based training. Fear-based training gets that response where the dog's like, I don't know, I guess I'll do this because I'm scared. I don't want that. I want to go live life with my dog. I want my dog to enjoy being around me. So rewards-based is the way to go.
Julie is saying, if a dog bites someone, do you have him... do you give him away or worse, put him down? Or is that a myth?
Yeah, I mean, dogs are going to bite, right? It depends on the severity of the bite. It depends on a lot of different things. So that's something that I would take on a case-by-case basis. I don't think that's a ticket to say, yeah, the dog has to be put down for sure.
I agree with that.
I think we address that case-by-case.
Let's see. I think we've answered a bunch of these questions. Let's talk about your classes, because I did check out your website. I saw you have some videos, podcasts, right? You do podcasts. Tell us all about those.
Okay, the podcast is called the Puppy Training Podcast. It's free, available to anybody. So I just try every once in a while to send out a good tip or trick that will help the masses, right? And yeah, we have over 67 episodes currently, and I try to cover lots of random topics. If you guys have a topic you want me to cover next, you can send me an email and I'll put that on my list. As far as our program goes, like I mentioned, it's an online puppy curriculum. So as an educator, I created basically a puppy school. We call it the Online Puppy School. And we have 7 units of study. We have an intro and a prep unit that get you ready. So if you don't have a puppy yet, or you're going to rescue a dog and they're not home yet, then you're welcome to get into our intro and prep and we will prepare you. We want to get that education going already. And then if you already have a puppy, you just start on unit 1 and we just take you day by day, lesson by lesson through raising a dog.
Great. I mean, I've been watching some of your stuff and it's all great. It's making me want to have a dog again. I just saw a question go by in the chat because I know 4th of July will be here before we know it. And I remember my dog used to have anxiety about the fireworks. Someone was asking, what do you do for that?
So with sound sensitivities, I mean, socialization is number 1 in our program. So we do help you guys with daily ideas so that you're not having to think of new things to do for your puppies. But daily we are socializing these dogs and sounds are one of them. So we start where the puppies are happy, right? We're playing a game with them. And maybe I play a YouTube list or YouTube playlist of like the fireworks sounds or thunder, like rainstorms are kind of another one. City sounds with trucks coming and going. And I'll start that on a very low volume. I love to use those YouTube playlists because they're so quiet and I can control when they start and stop in the volume, right?
That's a great
and so I'll just
idea.
play those in the background while I'm playing with the puppy because they're having fun, they're happy, and so they make that classical positive association with the sound.
That's such a great idea. And the same thing for like a vacuum cleaner probably, right? I remember my dog used to like jump around the vacuum. There was anxiety there.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things to do with that is called free shaping. So we put the vacuum in the middle of the room and I don't ask my dog to do anything, but if they look at it, that's a yes and a treat, right? They look at the vacuum, yes, treat, yes, treat. And pretty soon that puppy's like all over the vacuum. Like this is the most, like, I don't know, this is the coolest thing in the room. And then we work up to, okay, I'm going to turn it on or I'm going to move it around. I'd probably move it around first, then I'd turn it on. But you just kind of gradually progress through those levels until your puppy loves the vacuum.
Very cool. And by the way, there's a lot of Roombas in our carousel. There's Roomba's like a hot item. So how does that work? Do the dogs chase around the Roombas? Because we're not pushing it.
Yeah. So that reminds me, actually. So Yoshi, one of the things we had to train him to do was his person that he's going to loves RC cars. So we've had to practice driving little RC cars around our floor, and I just give my dog a job to do. So a lot of times you'll find more success in puppy training if you can prevent behaviors. So for example, if I know I'm going to be running the Roomba or the Roomba's going to be going around, I can just ask my dog to go to bed, right? They go lay on their mat and they don't get off until released. And so the Roomba can do its job and the dog leaves it alone. Some dogs love to chase, right? That's just who they are. It's part of their nature. So if you have a dog like that, then I would definitely recommend teaching them to do an alternate behavior when the Roomba's going, like go to bed.
Great, all great advice. You have a lot of compliments spinning here in the carousel, in the chat. I hope you're seeing them. But Iyad says it was a great class. Cricketer Allison says the program is great, easy to use. Chrysalina says the pre-unit in the program is a must before getting a puppy home. What is the pre-unit about?
Yeah, so the first intro unit trains you how to be a trainer, essentially. We teach you just the basics of what to do because you are a trainer the day you bring that dog home. So welcome to my world. And the prep unit, we help you set up your house. So inside your house, outside your house, we have you go through a family meeting. We sit everybody down and we talk about the language you're going to be using so that it's consistent. A lot of families, some say off and some say down, and they mean the same thing to the person, but to the dog, they need to mean different things. So we talk about things like that, but we really just prepare you. Like, this is realistic expectations of what it's like to have a dog. I find that very helpful. I know kids often think that the puppy is going to be this live stuffed animal that's squishy and soft and fluffy and they can pick it up and tote it around. But really we refer to them as land sharks or piranhas. So they have very sharp puppy teeth. And we want to make sure that they have some realistic expectations going into it.
Well, actually, talking about the sharp teeth, there was a question here in the chat from Mommy in Austin is saying that her puppy destroys the toys because of the sharp teeth. So what can people do about that?
Yeah, you can give them, natural chews that they would find in the wild anyway. Knuckle bones are one of my favorite things to give a dog. Make sure you do it in a spot where it doesn't create a mess. It's kind of messy for your house. So maybe out on a patio or something. But they love to just sink their teeth into those things. It cleans their teeth really well, actually, as well. So a product like that would be good.
And then also Christina is saying that sometimes my 4-month-old plays rough with the other dogs. What do we do to control her excitement?
Yeah, great question. This is something that surprises a lot of people. In fact, when people come through my program, I show them a video of puppies playing together because it shocks a lot of them. They're thinking, oh, wow, that's aggressive. Nope, that's just normal puppy play. So, but yeah, sometimes they do get too rough, right, Christina? Like sometimes they're always snapping at their face or you feel like your older dog's not having a good time. So I interrupt play every couple of minutes and I do a mini training session and then I go back to play, letting them play, and then I interrupt and then they play and I interrupt. So what we're doing is in our program, we teach the puppy zones. There's 4 zones. 1 is calm, 2 is playful, 3 is energized, and 4 is over threshold. And I educate my families on how to know which zone your dog is in and which activities are appropriate depending on which zone they're in. So as dogs are playing, they might be peaking to that zone 3, almost over threshold, where I would step in and we're going to take a break, guys. Let's do some training, come back down to calm, and then we go back and let them play.
Someone else is also mentioning about cats, dogs and cats. So what advice do you have for someone who already has a cat? Because some people do have both, Is there a good way to introduce bringing home a dog to a house that already has a cat?
Yeah, great ideas. So with the cats are funny. They like to oftentimes taunt the puppies and tease them. They are animals that have very quick, fun movement. So puppies are drawn to them. I call puppies movement magnets. And so they see the cat and they get super excited. So the best thing I can recommend for that is management, right? The puppy's in a pen. The cat can kind of wander around. I can train the puppy in the presence of the cat so I can make sure I get their attention and that I can get their focus on me and not on chasing the cat. So minimizing their ability to chase the cat is important. Otherwise, that becomes a really fun game for them.
Great answer. Can I introduce Zoe? I have my my producer's dog here. So this is Zoe.
Hey, Zoe.
She is a Yorkie Poo rescue. Can you say hi to everybody? She's being a little shy.
Camera shy.
She's being camera shy. Come here, Zozo. Oh, come here. There's a treat for you. So let's talk about rescue dogs because sometimes we don't know their history, right?
Yeah, that gets a little bit tricky. A lot of shelters are really great about letting you kind of do a test run and see, how they do in your home. Anytime you bring a new dog into the home, there is about a 1 to 2 week period that we call a transition state where I wouldn't make any of your long-term decisions based off of those first 2 weeks. They really need to relax and get to know you first. But after that, you can kind of see their real personality shine through. But yeah, our program works for any age dog. I know we market a lot to puppies. That's kind of our branding. But really, if you have any age dog, we are happy to help you. So I'm working currently with a client that has a dog that's pretty fearful of a certain family member. It was a rescue and they don't know its history. And so they're not sure why, but we've just worked to desensitize that puppy to this thing that they find scary.
Well, Zoe was actually rescued. She was hit by a car in downtown LA and came with a fractured skull. And my producer's family rescued Zoe. She's a sweetheart. She's a little camera shy. She's enjoying a little bit of cut up oranges. So I hope you guys can see her, but she's super sweet. Oh, I see. She's on there, right? That's Zoe for you. So let's continue with the questions. Can you see the last question by Jess, Teresa there?
Yeah, what would you suggest for a neighbor dog on the other side of the fence who loves to bark his head off at our dog when outside for potty breaks? I would send them a little invite to our program. I would love to help your neighbor. But as for the question, it's hard when we can't control the other person's dog, right? Like we don't have a lot of say over what that dog does. The only thing we can focus on is our dog and what to do. So if that dog's outside barking its head off at the fence, I minimize the time my dog's out there. I don't want, when we are out there, it's structured, right? My dog has a task to do, we're working on something or we're playing. When we're done, we come inside. That way you're minimizing that time that your dog spends at the fence engaging in that, because again, that becomes a habit.
Great questions, everyone. These are all great questions. Zoe wants more oranges. Here you go, sweetheart. I want to move on with some other items that you love that are available on Amazon. So let's talk about these. In the meantime, you guys keep asking Amy your questions and she can scroll through them as we take a look at some of these products. So this one... So that's a great item that's on there. I want to mention that the plush toy is in the carousel, and then these other items, people could just put them into the search bar and find them. So this is by West Paw, that's 2 words, WESTPAW, and that is on all these items that we're talking about are on Amazon. So let's move on to another item here This is the slicker brush.
Yeah, so you need a good brush, and it depends on. I like the Chris Christensen brush. So you've got to find a good brush to make sure your dog stays groomed.
Alrighty, well that's a great one, and we have there in the chat where these items can be found. There's a pantry, and there's a website that's listed there in the chat. I did see someone ask about feeding dogs fruit and vegetables, because I'm feeding Zoe some orange right now. Is it safe to give them all fruit and vegetables? I mean, I'm hoping.
Fruits and vegetables are good for them. There are some foods you want to stay away from. No grapes or raisins. Onions, garlic are not good. But, green beans. We use apples, carrots, cut them up into little
apples.
Pieces. So, yeah.
That's actually Zoe's favorite treat is apples. And no chocolate.
And some dogs like fruit, and some dogs like vegetables. It's funny, Bruno's a vegetable guy, but you give him a piece of fruit, and he's like, no, thank you. So you'll find out what your dog likes.
Interesting. Do you hear Zoe? She's like begging for more. She loves it so much. And Felicia cut it up nice and small. But no chocolate, right? I remember when I had my dog, no chocolate.
No chocolate.
All right. So anyone have any other questions? Do you have any other questions on there? I think we covered all my questions. Let's talk about again how people find you in case people are just tuning in. I'm so happy to have Amy Jensen here today. She is the owner of Baxter and Bella Online Puppy Instruction, and looks like you have so many fans here. So Amy's putting up her website, baxterandbella.com. How do people find you on Instagram?
Yep, Baxter and Bella is my tagline. So easy to find. The and is A-N-D in the middle.
A-N-D. My producer's asking me a question to ask you. What is the first pet you ever had?
A dog. First pet I ever had was a dog. I was in second grade. I named him Bingo. He was a black and white Australian Shepherd. Loved him. Super smart.
Oh, so that's what I had. I had an Australian Shepherd. I had a Blue Merle, Aussie. And I love my Maggie. She's a really good dog. We actually took her sheep herding one day. That's like instinctual to it's really cool.
That's a good point you bring up there, Tambi, is it's important to know what breed you're getting, because there are qualities and traits in each of those breeds that have been worked on to get that dog that way for hundreds of years. So, if you pick a breed that's a herding breed, don't be shocked when they're herding your little children around and, biting their ankles. So.
All right, I have such a crazy story to tell you. So about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I go up to Big Bear, right? My boyfriend has a place up there, and we found 2 dogs on the hiking trail. They obviously lived, nearby, from a house nearby, and they just let them out, and they came up on the trail, and they were walking with us. And there's wild burro poo on the trail. Okay, and all of a sudden the dogs just they take off. So we thought that they were going home. The next thing we know, they're herding the wild burros. There are 5 of them running down the trail. It was the craziest sight. And behind them are these 2 dogs. They were like some kind of sheepdog, and they were herding them.
And they just know to do that. Like, a lot of those instincts are just natural to them, right?
I know. It was such a crazy vision, and we had to take a quick photo because we were like, oh my God. There's such a nice question in the chat right now. Somebody's asking, do dogs know how much their humans love them? I love that question.
I would say yes. I love dogs for that reason, that they're so in tune with us. And it doesn't matter what you do or what kind of day you're having, they offer their love unconditionally, right? So I hope they feel that in return. I know that they mirror emotions a lot. Like you could try this with your pet at home, is start to get really animated, right? Like use your voice really high and move your arms around. Your puppy goes like this, and they amp up and they mirror what you're doing, right? And if you take a deep breath and you calm down, a lot of times they're like, oh, okay, So I know they feel what we're feeling. So I'm going to hopefully, say that, yeah, absolutely, they can feel our love for them. So.
I love that question. And actually, the next question was going to be my next question for you, because I just asked you what your first dog was. I was going to ask you about how Baxter and Bella got its name. Or were those your dogs?
No, actually. Okay. So it's kind of a funny story. We were starting this company and we needed a company name. So my husband and I were playing bananagrams. And we said, okay, you pick, create something with your letters and I'll create something with my letters. And we came with Baxter and Bella and we put them together and it just sounded cute. I mean, it sounded pretty classy and that's what I wanted for my company name. And so we went with it. But I will say we are getting a puppy in 7 weeks for our family. My youngest child has asked me to keep it this time. So I do a lot of training for other people and sending the puppy away. So we're getting our own puppy to join Bruno in our family, and we're going to name it hopefully Baxter is my vote.
Very, very cute. What kind of puppy? What breed?
We're getting a Labradoodle. It's from Camden Lane Labradoodles, and it's same breed as Yoshi and the same size, hopefully. So.
Very cute. And why is Baxter all in caps and Bella is lowercase?
You know, that's funny. That's probably my husband's doing. He decided to make it all capital. So everywhere we write it, he tries to capitalize it, and I just went with it. We try to be a team as much as possible.
Very, very, very cute. And I love that he's so supportive. So let's just kind of recap. If anyone has any other questions, Haley is asking, what is the first thing you should teach your puppy? That's a great question.
To say please is my go-to for all puppies. So I just teach them that anything they want, if they sit, they get it, right? And I guess that you have to be careful how I say that. But if they run over to me before I pet them or talk to them, I lure them into a sit and then I praise them, reward them. And pretty soon your puppy's running over to you and sitting. It's great. It prevents the ankle biting and the jumping and all of that kind of behavior. So sit to say please is my go-to.
God, you have all the answers. The next time I get a dog, I'm definitely going to tune in to you, Amy. You really are amazing and such great advice, and everyone is loving it. Someone is asking, do your children help you train?
Yes, some of them more willingly than others. My youngest is my mini-me, we call her. So she loves it. She is happy to help and work with the dogs. My older two, they're teenagers, right? So they have, one can drive and they have friends on the weekends that they want to go help with. But they do help in the business. So they help us run the family business. My youngest, though, does help me train, and she absolutely loves it.
Very nice. I saw your whole family photo there. On your website, and that's really sweet. And I love these questions, guys. By the way, these are all really great questions that we have here in the chat. Someone is asking, can you start kennel training right away?
Yeah, absolutely. Now I do it in a very kind way, right? Recognizing that the puppy has never been alone. And that's usually where we get the puppy crying and the puppy whining when we put them in a crate and then we close the door. So I generally will I'll have them go in the crate, come out of the crate, go in, come out. It becomes a game, really. Like you go in, you come out, you get a treat, right? And so we'll do that first day home to really start to help them make a good association with it. We'll feed their meals in there as well. If it's chew time and they have their favorite stuffed Topple toy from West Paw that's on our carousel today, then, put that in the crate with them because that's a good way to build that positive association. And then just keep yourself close. That's probably the best advice I can give you is that puppy doesn't want to be alone. They don't know how to do it. So those first few days home, that crate is right by my feet. In fact, I think one of the products I recommended was a small portable plastic crate. And the reason I like that small plastic one is because I can move it. So if I'm in my office working, they can be right at my feet. But they're getting used to the crate, but at least I'm close by so that they start to relax in there and understand that it's an okay place to be. And then I start to distance myself as they become comfortable.
Let's get that crate up there. This crate is on Amazon. This is the crate that is recommended by Amy, the Aspen Pet Porter Travel Kennel.
Yeah, just nice because it's lightweight. You can move it around easily. And, the puppy's not going to be in that forever. They'll grow out of it pretty quickly within, several weeks. But it is nice to start the concept of being in a crate because I can move it to be close to me.
Definitely. So these items, by the way, are in the pantry. We can put up again the website to find these items. And then I want to just mention that plush toy, the dog is that one is in the carousel, and these other items are in the pantry, and we'll have that up there for you guys again. And then let's just talk about a couple other.
There's one from Jess. Can I answer that one?
Yeah, go ahead, and then I'm going to show this rubber ball that you like. Go ahead.
Okay. A general helpful question, what are some basic puppy body language cues to look out for? Okay, yeah, going back to that concept of noodly versus tense. If anytime you see your puppy tense up, meaning their mouth is closed, or if they pin their ears back to their head, if they tuck their tail, if they are hovering over something, or if they're shying away from something, those would all be clues to me that, hey, my dog's feeling maybe threatened or a little anxious or not happy. And basically those body clues are telling me to back off. That's their polite way of saying, I need space. And so I listen to those. It's a really good suggestion to make sure you assess, okay, what's causing my puppy to look like this? And then I train, first I recognize what they're telling me, and then I'm like, let's desensitize you to this. This is what's stressing you out.
And what is the best way to, what is this last question? It looks like I got cut off. Colin,
we only got half of it.
Colin,
yeah.
we only got half of your question. So in the meantime, I'm going to share this JW, this is another toy, like a puzzle ball. I'm going to share this one, and we'll play this. Yes. So I guess some people couldn't hear some of that, but we were just talking about putting peanut butter into the toys. You want to just recap? Because I guess the sound went out for a second.
Yeah, sure. In fact, I'll show you.
Okay. She has it there.
Okay, so going back to these topples, the Zogoflex product, right? So you have a small and a large by both of them. You can put some peanut butter down in here, some kibble, just their dog food, and then you can snap them together, and then they hit this around and the food starts to come out. If they can get them apart, they can then eat the peanut butter. It becomes a really great puzzle toy.
That's great. I remember people had suggested to do that, like if you were leaving your dog at home, it was something to do.
Yeah,
and what
absolutely.
About
give them a job to do.
A job, that's right. I remember you said that on your website. I took a look and you said, make sure you always give your new puppy a job to do. So he's begging for the last two.
Yeah, that's a great way to create calm because you're teaching them what to do versus if you just let them be a dog, they'll do dog things. Like they'll jump on you when you're sitting on the sofa or they'll, come and bite your ankle because it moved. So
absolutely. So I guess there's a few more questions here in the chat. What is best to keep your puppy with their new sharp adult teeth from going for your hand and biting in a playful way? That's a great question.
Yeah, I teach my dogs impulse control. So remember when puppies come to you or dogs come to you, they oftentimes have zero patience, like zero. So we have to teach them how to wait for something that's good. That's not even a concept they consider. So I'll put their kibble in my hand and I'll put it right under their mouth, right? So they can just try to get it. I ignore. Wear a glove if you want to protect your hand that first time. But the second they come off, even just a tiny bit, that's a yes, and I feed them a piece of that food. And then we play again. And they do this, and then they back off. That's a yes, they get a piece of food. So we use marker training where I use that yes to tell them the second they did something correctly, and they start to figure it out. Pretty soon you present your hand and the dog goes like this, and they even look away like, I'm not going to go for it. And now you've taught them, if you just wait for something, then the good stuff comes. But that has to be taught.
These are all great questions and great advice. And I really love this question also from Haley. She's saying, do you have any socialization tips for during the pandemic? That's a great point she brings up because we may not be gathering at like dog parks, right? And with other people. So
yeah, a lot of the socialization, oftentimes we think it's just people and dogs. It's so much more than that. We're just teaching our puppies to interact with a new item on a daily basis because we want that good bounce back is what I call it. So if the puppy startles at, say, the vacuum cleaner, I want them to, be like, oh, I'm fine. That's okay. So in our program, we give you daily socialization tips, which work pandemic or not pandemic. A lot of that is the same. Now, tips for the pandemic specifically would be pull out the dress ups. And I have my kids get in snorkels and flippers and masks and wigs, and they come to the door and ring the doorbell. So each time they come, they look differently. That's a fun one if you have kids in your home. We have more tips on that also we have a podcast on that and a blog article on that for you if you like.
Great. This is all great. And then the last question here is, how would a person become part of your training team? I don't even know if you take other people, but how does that work?
Contact me. We're always looking for new talent to come and help us and be part of our family. So, I mean, right now, we just kind of watch our numbers of where we're at. Right now, I think we're keeping our clients pretty happy, I hope. So, I mean, if you want to book a live video session with our trainers, you're like a day out at this point. So I didn't really talk about that much, but part of our online puppy school, it's not just to go on and do it yourself. We have a whole live section. So we teach live classes just like this. In fact, this is my backdrop, and you see me working with my dog, and then I put you on video and we see you working with your dog. So it's really puppy class from home. It's all included in our program. You can come to our 6-week puppy course. We have a 6-week intermediate course. We have a 6-week games course and a 6-week AKC Canine Good Citizen prep course. And then I also teach classes. I have over 18 classes I teach live, and we just rotate the schedules. If you can't make it live, we record them, so you can watch them on demand. It's pretty much our own channel.
Well, this is all great. So for people just tuning in, I know a lot of people have stayed with us the whole time, and I want to thank you again so much for being here, Amy. I just want to recap. I'm your host, Tambi Saffron. You guys are watching Sway TV live on Amazon, and we're so happy to have Amy Jensen here with us today. She is the owner of Baxter and Bella Online Puppy School. She's been answering all our questions and sharing some items on Amazon that she loves. People are just saying how much they love this. Thank you, Cheryl. I see your sweet comment. If you guys love what you're seeing, by the way, just follow Sway TV. We're here every day sharing great products, and we do great interviews, and we also do amazing giveaways. So if you guys want to show the love, if you love what you're seeing, there is a follow button. You could just hit up at the top left on your computer. If you're watching on your phone, it should be on the lower right. So make sure you guys follow if you love what you're seeing. We're here every day. If you want to catch any more of this great interview, or you missed part of it and you want to go back, you can go to swaytvreplay.com and catch this interview with Amy and all the other episodes that we've done, because I know some people came in, at different times. So again, this will be up there on swaytvreplay.com. Thank you, Carla, for following, and we hope everybody will stay tuned for all this great programming that we have coming here from Sway TV. Amy, you want to just recap how people can get in touch with you? Because you are amazing, and definitely when I have another dog in my life, I am going to reach out to you because you are phenomenal. And my sister-in-law, Allison, if you're still on there, amazing. I mean, she had the best things to say about you, and here you are. And
thank you so much, Tambi, for having
your
me
advice.
today.
Yeah, your advice is great, and you use all these great products that are on Amazon, as part of your puppy training. So that's really, really great. Let people know how to find you.
Okay, yeah, come to baxterandbella.com. That's my website. Their homepage is there. You can either enter the school or you can sign up, and we'll help you get started.
Wonderful. And you are on Instagram too, Baxter and Bella. You can reach Amy
Facebook,
there.
We have a Facebook page as well. Mostly Facebook and Instagram is where you'll find us as well.
So great. Chrisalina says, well done, Amy. We love you. James, great job, Amy. We're so glad to be part of the Baxter and Bella family. Haley says, thank you. Great advice. We love hearing this. Beth says, thank you. We got some other new followers. So thank you guys for showing the love. Again, we want to make sure that everybody shops the carousel if they're looking for some other stuff for their home. The Smart Pet Love Snuggle Pup is in the carousel, and all the other items are in the pantry that you can find on the Sway TV page. So I know you have to go, Amy, but I really, really want to thank you again. It's been so great. Jess Teresa says, excellent. Thank you from Wisconsin. You have so many fans. You're welcome, Chrisalina. Thanks, Tambi, for bringing Amy on. Yes, and I want to thank my sister-in-law for bringing Amy on, because she said, you have to bring Amy on. She's great, and I know she uses a lot of Amazon's, pet products. So thank you.
I love Amazon. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Yes.
And I'll hopefully see you in my puppy school soon.
Yes, and hopefully you'll see me soon. And let's, Zozo, you want to say goodbye? She's a little shy. She's looking for more. We're out of the tangerines.
She wants more fruit.
Yeah, she does. But she says it was nice meeting you, Amy. And bye. Where's Yoshi? Can we say bye-bye to Yoshi?
You know what? My daughter just came home from school and he followed her upstairs.
Oh, all right. Well,
come to my website. You'll see lots of video of Yoshi. He's my demo dog. So
there you go. He's really cute. So thank you again, Amy. If you guys are able to hang, I will be here for probably another half hour or so. And Amy, again, thank you. Thank you so much. What a treat this was. How was that, Zoe? Was that fun? We had such a good time today with Amy here. And, you know, it's one of the things I love about hosting here at Sway. I get to interview and meet so many great people, you know. And, Allison, thank you again for referring Amy. She's amazing. She is absolutely, absolutely amazing. I'm going to take these out. It's really a treat to have people like Amy here. You know, a couple days ago, I had Robert Vargas, who's an amazing artist here. He does these amazing murals in Los Angeles. He painted the Eddie Van Halen mural that actually you could go down to the Guitar Center and there's an app you can put on and you'll see Eddie Van Halen's arm like play the guitar and you'll hear, you know, an Eddie Van Halen song. It's like, you know, amazing. And I was able to interview him. So these are just some of the things we do here at Sway TV. We are here streaming every day. We have great hosts here. We have actually 16 hosts. Check this out. So much great programming here. All these amazing women are here all week long, sharing great products with you. And we continue to do these great interviews. So if you guys are just tuning in and you missed any of that interview with Amy, you can always go to swaytvreplay.com to catch it because there was a lot of great advice there. What do you think? It was absolutely fantastic. Cheryl said she got the Snuggle Pup. That was a great item, and that is in the carousel. All the other items are in the pantry when you go to the Sway TV page. So I want everyone to keep hanging with me a little bit longer, and then in about an hour, we have Natasha coming up with the product showcase, and she'll be highlighting some other great products here on Amazon that we love. So let's go actually through our carousel because that Smart Pet Snuggle Pup is there, and there's 40 other great items in here. So make sure you guys shop the show. Cheryl's asking where you can find all the products. So the Snuggle Pup here is in the carousel. So let's show you this, and then what's that? Okay, so swaytvshop.com, Cheryl. Swaytvshop.com. We're actually putting that up in the chat right now. These are where you can find all these great products. And you can go to Sway. Yes, all right, awesome, Cheryl. And look for Tambi's Pantry in that shop, swaytv.com. You'll find the items in there. And then that Snuggle Pup, the Smart Pet Love Snuggle Pup is in the carousel, along with some other items that are not pet related. So you guys can shop the show. You can go to shop swaytvshop.com and search for Tambi's Pantry. So Cheryl, thank you guys for following and checking out all these great items. We had so many great items that Amy shared with us today. So it was such an honor to have Amy here with us today. I love that. What a great interview. And again, you can catch that at swaytvreplay.com. So many great reasons. Thank you guys for showing the love. I saw we got some new followers. Again, you can hit the follow button. You should just hover your finger over the video. You'll see it on the upper left or the lower right if you're on your phone, and follow Sway TV. So there's going to be more great things here. As I mentioned, we're here every day. We have Natasha coming up at 3:10 Pacific time. She's going to be doing a product showcase. You don't want to miss that, so stay tuned for that. We also do great giveaways here. We gave away 2 Sony PlayStation 5s, actually. Let's check out a little picture here of our winners. This happened about 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. We gave away 2 Sony PlayStation 5s right here on Sway TV. Those are our 2 winners. We have Tyler and Utopia. Both of them won Sony PlayStation 5s, and then we also gave away a $250 Amazon gift card. And we had this whole like fun setup outside, as you can see from the top 2 photos. That's me up there in the dark shirt, and Laura in the middle. She streams here as well, and also Shay J. She does our exercise videos, and all of us were there when we announced our winners, and it was such a fun moment here because we do, you know, so many great fun things here at Sway TV. So we share these great products with you. We do the best giveaways. I mean, everyone is like blown away by our giveaways, and we also do amazing interviews. And what is so great about having all these amazing hosts here is that we talk about all different, you know, areas of life. So earlier today, we had the art of parenting with Marissa and Jed. And, you know, they talk about parenting, you know, and we were just talking to Amy about pets. And I was talking the other day to Robert Vargas, who is an artist. And then we had Dr. Katie here yesterday doing an interview about Sensati. So we're always doing, you know, different interviews with different people, and you can catch all our great streams all day. So these are all the great reasons to follow Sway TV. So again, thank you guys for showing the love. Thank you for being here. If you guys are still here, let me know in the chat where you're watching from. I love that we had people from all over. I saw Wisconsin in there, I think. I saw Texas in there. I know we had Georgia in there. So it's really cool to bring people from all over. Sometimes we are swaying internationally, and we have people from Italy and people from France, you know, and Israel. We have people from Brazil. Yesterday we had New Zealand in the house. So it's really fun to get people from all over tuning in all at once together. And that's one of the things I really love about hosting here, is just meeting all these great people. And like Amy, you know, getting to interview Amy, and definitely going to check out Amy's website when I get my next pet. I'm missing my dog, so hopefully soon I will be a pet owner again, because I feel like they bring so much joy. Oh, you're from New York. So I actually, Chrisalina's from New York. I'm actually from New York. Before I moved to LA, I grew up in New York. I am from New York City and Long Island. I went to college in upstate New York, and then I moved here to Los Angeles. And this is where we stream live every day. We stream live here from beautiful Los Angeles, California. And I'm so lucky to be here and just be able to, you know, be outside and hike and do all these great things that our environment here has to offer. So I know a lot of you guys are home, and you know, we're working from home. And I really do feel like one of the things we talked about in the interview is that a lot of people during this time have either adopted pets or taken in new puppies. I mean, I know I see from my Facebook, people are constantly posting their new puppies, you know, and I think because, you know, either they want more company, or maybe their kids are grown up and now is a good time to get a dog, but also because we're working from home. We don't have to worry now about leaving our dog at home. So, you know, there's another reason why I feel like the pet adoptions and people who are getting new puppies have gone up, and Amy agreed with me on that. And she has amazing advice. I mean, how great was her advice on there? Oh my gosh, Chrisalina, you're from Roslyn. All right, so I grew up in Great Neck, right next door to you. I love it. We're neighbors. And did you take Bella and Baxter, did you take Amy's class? Is that how you found out about our stream today? Let me know. I see there were so many great comments in the chat of people that have taken the Baxter and Bella class, and I could see just how successful it was. And as I know, my sister-in-law, she took it, so she's got a new dog, a Labradoodle, right? Oh, I forget what's he called, a cockadoodle, cockapoo. His name is Maverick, great name, and I can't wait to meet my new nephew in Atlanta when I'm able to travel again, so hopefully soon. And again, thank you to Allison, my sister-in-law, for referring Amy. She's amazing, amazing. Love it, right? What's going on in Long Island? Long Island, Chrisalina. What's going on today? How's the weather? And I miss being there. I can't wait to get back. It's probably been about over a year since I got to visit. So hopefully soon I'll be back to visit. And yeah, let me know where you guys are all watching from. Let's take a look at our carousel, by the way. There's 40 items here in the carousel. Let's hit up a couple of items that we love here before we end our stream. We have about another half hour to go, and then we'll have Natasha here. So stay tuned for Natasha. She's coming up at 3:10, and she's going to be doing a product showcase with everyone. So take a look at our carousel here. I do also love these Govee lights, by the way. So they're here. Let's take a look at these Govee lights. These are actually right behind me. This is such a great item, by the way. We are loving these items. This is 15% off, and these are LED lights that come on strips. So you can set these up at your home. You could put them in your bedroom. You can put them around your your bed frame. You could put them in your door frame. You can set them up outside. My girlfriend just put them on her balcony in New York City. These are by Govee. They're LED smart strip lights. They come in 16.4 foot size. They also come in other sizes. If you visit the Govee store on Amazon, you could check out the other sizes. These are lights that work with Alexa and Google Assist. I have the boxes right here behind me, and if you see these beautiful flowers, we actually ran some Govee lights through them, and we love the blue ones here, but they come in different colors, and they're great for decorating. I know with the summer months coming up, we're gonna be doing more entertaining outside. We have birthdays and graduations, and these lights are such a great addition to your home, to your outdoor space. And again, they just roll up on, this reel that you can see here in the picture. And it's like a projector, like a film projection reel, and they store really easily. So I'm gonna share the video with you. I see that your Crystalina is saying that their dog breeder recommended Amy. And I hear that a lot. I think that the dog breeders are recommending the Baxter and Bella, and that's great. And she's fabulous. So you have a 4-month puppy. Oh, what kind of puppy do you have, Crystalina? And cold and windy there in New York, but still beautiful and quiet. I miss that. I love that. We've had some actually cold and windy weather here, and I like that. It's the East Coast in me, So anyway, you guys, let me know where you're all watching from. In the meantime, I want to share these Govee lights with you. So let's play this product.
Alexa, turn on the light strips.
I love that. Light up your life. Those lights really, truly do light up your life. So Crystalina, you have a golden doodle. Okay, Squash, that's so cute. My sister-in-law and brother, they got a golden doodle. I feel like Amy works a lot with golden doodles. I love Squash. How did you come up with the name Squash? So my nephew, my brother and my sister-in-law's dog, his name is Maverick, and we call him Mav for short, and he has his own Instagram, Mav the Golden Doodle, so you guys can check it out. How did you come up with the name Squash? Let me know. I'd love to know everyone's names of their dogs. That's such a great thing to share. So anyone else still in the chat, let me know what your dogs' names are. So when I had 2 dogs. I used to have a cocker spaniel, and his name was Cassidy. And I thought that was a really cool name. And then I had an Australian Shepherd, like we saw in one of the videos. And my Aussie's name was Maggie, short for Maggie May. And I love that name also. So let me know what your dogs' names are. We should have said that earlier, because I love, knowing where everyone's from. But I also love knowing the dogs' names. So Squash is a really cute name. Do you just love just squashing up with him? It's a really, really cute name. So again, I want to thank everybody for joining me here today. My name is Tambi Saffron. I'm your host here at Sway TV, and you are watching me on Amazon Live. And we just did an awesome interview with Amy Jensen. She is the owner and instructor of Baxter and Bella Puppy Training Online, which has become a big thing during this time. There's a lot of people that have adopted pets, who have new puppies, that are not having the dog trainer come to their house. And this Baxter and Bella was recommended to me by my sister-in-law, and Amy is super educated about, puppies, dog training. She answered all our questions. It was a really, really great session we just had with her. So if you missed any of it, or you want to go back and hear any of it again, you can go to swaytvreplay.com and check that out. And you can actually check out all our episodes there as well. So Crystalina asked her how she came up with the name Squash for her dog, for her golden doodle. And she says he was born in the fall and the breeder gave them fall names. Perfect. So Squash was his born name, and Squash is my daughter's dog, and she kept the name. I love it. That's such a great, that's a great story. I love that. Anyone else have any great stories behind their dog names to share? Hit me up in the chat. Let me know what your dog's names are. Let me know where you guys are watching from. And again, thank you all for showing the love. If you love what you're seeing and you want to keep following Sway TV and staying tuned for all our great programming, all the great products that we share with you every day, and all our great interviews, please show the love by hitting that follow button. You should see it on the upper left if you're on your computer, and it will be on your lower right if you're on your phone. If you don't see it, hit me up in the chat. I'll help you through it. But if you could just do me a favor and hit that and show the love, I will personally thank you right now, and want to, thank everyone here who joined us. It was such an honor to have Amy here, have all our questions answered, and of course you can go to her website, baxterandbella.com, and hit Amy up with any questions you have. She is super accessible, super knowledgeable. She is also on Instagram. So thank you, Chrisalina. Thank you for joining. And it was really nice to meet you. Say hello to Roslyn, Long Island for me. Tell Roslyn I'll be back. And also thank you also for following. We appreciate that so much here at Sway. Thank you for showing the love, Chrisalina. Thank you guys all for watching so much today. We are having so much fun. Let's go over our carousel another time here. I do want to share in here that the Smart Pep Snuggle Pop is in here, and Amy recommended this. This is in here, and then all the other items are available on our website under Tambi's Pantry, so check them out. Let's take a spin through this carousel, shall we? Because we're always highlighting great equipment in here for exercising. I'm a firm believer in wellness, taking care of our bodies. I personally love having a treadmill in my garage, but I get out there and hike. But in this carousel, there are different exercise equipments in here for different price points, different sizes, different strokes for different folks I like to see. So I like to say all the time. So check out the bicycle, the indoor bike, the Nordic Track treadmill. There's an adjustable weight bench in here, great for weightlifting. There's massagers in here. We love our massagers here at Sway TV. In fact, we love this Zillion massager. I have it right here. This is a great item, especially if you're working from home and you want to put this underneath your desk and massage your feet. We do love this item, and this is in the carousel, along with the Nepu Shiatsu back massager and the Teotronics massage gun. These are all great items. They all do different things. They all work a little bit differently. So make sure you guys shop the carousel, check out all the items in here, and also all the great items that are on sale every day from Amazon. Some of these items are great price points. There's also electric toothbrushes in here. There's choices. There's Sonicare, a Philips Sonicare. There's Oral-B. So you have choices. Make sure you guys check out all the choices in the carousel. There's also a hydroponic garden in here, which is another thing that I am loving at the moment. This allows you to grow garden in your home with LED lights. Now, I love to cook. I love to add rosemary or sage or thyme or basil. And this is in the carousel. And this is actually 33% off right now, which is a great price. So how many of you guys can relate to going to make dinner? You have all the ingredients, you have, your chicken, your veggies, whatever it is that you want to cook with, and then you go, oh my goodness, I need, some rosemary, or I need some basil. You're just missing that one thing. How awesome would it be if you would be able to grow that in your home? So let me share this with you, because this is such a fabulous item, and what a great deal it is for 33% off. This is the Aero Garden. I think that is such a great item. As I said, I love to cook, and how many of you guys can relate to getting out all your ingredients? You're about to make this great dish. You have your chicken or your fish or your veggies, whatever it is you're gonna cook with, and then you're like, oh, I just wish I had some basil, or I just wish I had some rosemary, you know, or some parsley, or some mint, you know, and it's not like a cup of sugar that you can go next door and hit your neighbor up for. You have to get in your car and go get it. So I really love this item because I love to cook, and not only does it look beautiful out on the counter, but you can grow those things in your home. And mint is also another great item to have. You know, it adds a little something to your water. It's great in your tea. Have you guys put mint in your tea? I love to do that. There's actually a coffee place here in LA that puts mint in the coffee. So sometimes I do that, and that's another little tip. But what a great item, this garden that grows with LED lights. And I feel like a lot of us are doing a lot more cooking from home, right? We're doing a lot more cooking from home during this time. So that's a great item to have around. And I feel like a lot of the items that are in the carousel really emphasize being at home. You know, we're spending more time at home, and these are all things that we can do to enhance our home environment. So whether it be cooking or working out, you know, because we can't get to the gym, these are all things that we can do at home, which I think is really great, you know? So there is exercise equipment in our carousel. Make sure you check that out. There's also electric toothbrushes in there. We talked about the Roomba. I asked Amy about the Roomba vacuum. There's vacuums also in the carousel. We were talking about the dogs and how they get anxiety from sounds. Somebody had asked about fireworks. You know, how do you prepare your dog for fireworks? And you know, the 4th of July will be here before we know it. And Amy's advice was, on YouTube, you can get these videos, or you know, just play the sounds, these sounds of fireworks, and start out by playing them really softly so your dog gets used to them. And I know there's sounds on there, you know, for thunder, there's sounds for vacuum cleaner, and you could start playing them softly in the background so your dog gets used to those sounds, you know? And I remember when I had a dog, my dog would go crazy from the vacuum cleaner, like so much anxiety and jumping all around. So I was thinking, well, what happens now when there's a Roomba and we're not actually pushing the vacuum cleaner, you know? The Roomba's like doing its thing and the dog is bouncing all around the Roomba, you know? And I'm sure a lot of you guys who are pet owners might be able to relate to that. But again, Amy's advice was so great. And you know, she said you can get these videos and just play the sounds of these things, you know, like the vacuum cleaner, like thunder, like fireworks, these things that the dogs, you know, are going to hear that might create anxiety, and start out with the sound, the volume, you know, low, so they get used to it and gradually turn it up. So I thought that was really, really great advice. And how coincidentally we have, you know, vacuums and Roombas in our carousel. So check those out. And, you know, of course, if you guys are pet owners, you need the vacuums, you need the Roombas to clean up the pet hair, right? Another thing that's in here that you need is also air purifier. That's another great item to have if you're a pet owner. And we have, you know, a Germ Guardian, True HEPA air filter. We have one by Winix in there. We also have one by Honeywell. So different choices, different strokes for different folks, different price points. But again, these are great items. There's also a Blue Pure air purifier in here. So for those of you guys who are pet owners, that's just another reason to get an air purifier. But I'm personally, like, during this time, wanting to keep my space, my home space, feeling really nice, calm, tranquil, clean, you know, and air purifiers are great. Air diffusers are another great item. We've talked about those here. I've talked about them on my stream. I love air diffusers, and I love being able to put different scents in there. I love the eucalyptus. I love the lavender. I love just the calming smell. It just feels really nice. And actually, I sometimes will use it when I'm trying to go to sleep. I find it really, really calming, you know? So these are all great things to enhance our home because we are spending more time at home. So air purifiers, vacuum cleaners, air diffusers. I love candles. We love candles here at Sway. Also, if you guys can see behind those LED lights, we have the we have a Govee lamp. And this kind of reminds me of a modern day lava lamp, you know? And this is voice activated. It works with Alexa and it works with Google Assist, and it changes pretty colors, you know, and we love it here at Sway. I love it. And again, it reminds me of a modern day lava lamp. But these are things that I do to keep my home environment, you know, feeling nice because we're spending more time at home, right? We're spending time at home cooking more at home. We're exercising more at home. We can't get out to the gym as much. I am lucky, you know, to be living here in California that I'm able to get out and be outside. But, you know, it does rain here. It does get windy. We have appointments. We have early Zooms. So it's nice to have that piece of exercise equipment at our home, whether it be a treadmill or a recumbent bike or just some free weights. You know, there's great free weights available on Amazon. We had Christina Nietzsche here with me last night. She came in on my Instagram. She also streams live on Amazon, and she does amazing workouts. And she was helping me with my free weights because I was asking her, what can we recommend for our viewers who are just, you know, maybe sitting around watching TV or maybe watching Amazon Live? What can they do with a weight set? And we went through some, you know, weight training that we could just do here, you know, and curls, just simple curls was one thing she suggested. And you can actually even do this with your own body resistance. You don't actually have to have the weights, but obviously that will tone you. And now that it's almost summer coming up here, which is like the first day of spring, I think is Sunday, is it? Spring is here, summer's coming up. We're gonna be wearing tank tops more, going to the beach more. I'm all about keeping my upper body and my arms looking toned. So she had recommended on Amazon, they have Amazon Basics dumbbells, and these have a rubber handle. The grip on them is rubber, and they're kind of hexagon shaped. So check those out on Amazon if you're interested in getting some free weights. She really recommended those, and she is on Amazon, so you guys can actually go on to Amazon Live. I'm looking here for my Fire Stick. I don't see it at the moment, but if we can check out other stuff that's happening on Amazon, by the way, and you guys can actually get this Fire Stick. Well, I'll show you the box. This is really cool. This is the Amazon Fire TV Stick, and this allows you obviously to go through all your channels, but you can also go on Amazon. There's a whole new world here on Amazon with amazing programming every day here from Sway TV, and you guys can search on there, and you can also go to, you know, previously live if you miss something, but there's always something going on Amazon Live. So really happy that you guys are here with me today, that you've discovered, you know, Sway TV. And as I mentioned, we are here every day streaming live. We have 16 fabulous hosts that share all great things with you, great advice, great products, all these fabulous women here. We have Candace here in the morning. She does Get Ready With Me, and it was really awesome this morning because our gal Gina Capone, I'm not sure if she's watching, but one of our viewers, she came on the Zoom with Candace. I watched some of it, and she actually got ready with her in the morning. It was so cool because we're here in LA, and Gina was in New York, and they were talking together about beauty products and doing their hair, and it was so cool that we were able to connect with our viewers and actually invite one of our viewers to be here with us on a Zoom. And that was a really, really special moment. So if you guys missed that and you want to check that out, you can go to swaytvreplay.com. But I personally thought it was awesome. So shout out to Candace and to Gina. What a great job, ladies, this morning. It was really, really great to see them both here together. And Gina was here last night when I was streaming live, so that was really great to see her back here in the morning. She was up, well, it was a little later on the East Coast, but Candace is up super early. Sometimes she's here at 6:15. I don't know how she does it, but she's here bright and early, 6:15, 7:15, and she has great tips on getting ready. So make sure you guys check that out. Then Natasha does the best of home. She's coming up next, by the way. So in about 25 minutes, Natasha will be here, and she's going to be doing some great product showcase with you. So you definitely don't want to miss that. Come back for that because we'll take a little 5-minute break in between. We also have On the Daily with Shay J. She is our exercise queen here. She's amazing. She'll get you pumped up doing awesome workouts. She's usually here in the mornings doing that, so stay tuned for that. We have Sally's book club. That's on Wednesdays. Sally always does great interviews with great authors. Sometimes she gives away the books as well, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that on Wednesdays. We have the Art of Parenting with Marissa. Now that was here earlier at 9:10 a.m. So if you guys are parents, there's always new things to learn about that, and you can actually go check out her interview if you missed it. She was here earlier. You can go to swaytvreplay.com to check that out, as well as all our past episodes. And if you missed the great interview we just had here with Amy Jensen from Baxter and Bella, if you have any questions about pets, she was incredible. And if you even watch the interview, but you just want to go back and hear her advice again, you could check that out as well at swaytvreplay.com. We have Lifestyles with Laura. We have the Chakra Girl. We have Eden Sassoon here. She has the Sassoon Way, a great stream here on Sway TV. We love Eden Sassoon. She's always doing something really cool. We have Navigating Life with Michelle. This is really special. I was able to watch some of this yesterday. Michelle has great tips. Right before my stream today, we had Healthy Habits with Ashley. Ashley's a new mom and she shares great tips. Kimmy's Love Hub, great dating advice. Dr. Katie did a great interview here yesterday. She is fabulous as well. And the Ren Woods show. So again, these are all great reasons to follow Sway TV. We are always doing something great. We're here streaming live every day on Amazon. Thank you so much, Amazon, for having us here. We love being here. We love being able to share all this information with all of you. We love being able to share all these great products with you, do these great interviews and bring really cool people here, you know, that we can share great things with all of you. And it was so great to have Amy here from Baxter and Bella because she had so many great items to recommend that were available on Amazon, you know? So that's another great reason, like, you know, it kind of brings us all full circle here. And also having the chat and having, you know, the ability to ask Amy questions live, you know, or ask me or any host here live questions about any of the products. That's a really unique feature about Amazon Live, that it's really interactive, and I really enjoy that. I feel like I've met a lot of people here. I'm really getting to know you guys, so continue to come back. I'm actually going to be back tomorrow morning, Saturday. I'll be here at 11:40 a.m. Pacific time. We'll have Natasha first at 8:10 a.m. bright and early here. For those of you early birds, grab your coffee. But I will be here at 11:40 tomorrow. So Lucky, hello there, Lucky. That is Christina's hubby, right? Thanks for joining. And I was just giving a shout out to Christina Nietzsche, by the way. Christina Nietzsche, who was here yesterday. We were just talking about her and how she recommended the Amazon weight sets, because the Amazon basic weight sets have a rubber grip, and she recommended them. They kind of have a hexagon. Yeah, so we had we were just talking about her, Lucky, a little while ago. We did a great streams. If you're just tuning in, I know you guys have 2 dogs. I've seen them on your stream, on her stream. You guys have 2 dogs. We had Amy here from Baxter and Bella, and she had so much great advice for people that have puppies or bringing new pets, which is really big right now during this time, you know? So definitely you want to check that out. I'm not sure if Christina was streaming, but you can go to swaytvreplay.com to check that out. And again, great advice. I'm actually going to save her video because when I get a new dog again, which I hope will be soon, I miss my doggies. I'm going to go back and watch that video because there was so much great advice in the video. But you can follow Amy on her website, Baxter and Bella. Ask her any questions. Preeti says that Preeti loves my hair. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And let's see, Lucky says you will check it out. It was a great interview, and we were so lucky to have Amy here with us. She was really, really fabulous. And not only did she answer questions, but she shared products with us on Amazon that she loves. So definitely worth checking out, Lucky and Christina. Definitely worth checking out. And you can also go to Amy's website, baxterandbella.com. Email her, let her know that I referred you. She's really good about getting back to you with answering any questions. Once you follow her program, you're set for life. She said that at the beginning. You can ask questions at any time. She also is accessible on her Instagram, which is also Baxter and Bella. So definitely check out Amy there. And Lucky says you'll do that. She was amazing. She was amazing. But let's talk about your wife, Lucky. Your wife is amazing. You are a lucky guy. I love Christina Nietzsche. Christina Nietzsche streams live here on Amazon. So shout out to Christina. If you guys want an awesome workout, definitely check her out. As I mentioned, get your Fire TV stick by Amazon. And you could search Amazon Live. There's so many great things going on here on Amazon Live. So we're Sway TV. We're here every day streaming live with 16 great hosts. But there's so many great things on Amazon Live. You could check them all out live. You can see what's previously live. Every morning they do the deal of the day where they feature great deals that happen every day on Amazon. So you guys are super informed of everything that's going on. I mean, my goodness, Amazon Live is incredible. So definitely so many reasons to stay tuned with that. I want to remind everybody before I go to continue to shop the show. As I mentioned, always 40 great items in our carousel. And because we had a lot of pet owners here in our chat today, I want to remind everybody that there are vacuum cleaners in here. There's several air purifiers, all great items for pet owners to have during this time. There's also, the Levoit air purifier. That's another air purifier that we do love here at Sway TV. There's also electric toothbrushes in here, great items. And then let's see, there's a Ninja air fryer. I love to cook. So that's one of the hot items now for cooks. You can actually make great food with that fried taste without using all that oil. So we do love our Ninja air fryers. We can also reheat our leftovers or leftover pizza, our leftover Chinese food in the Ninja air fryer. So that's another great item to have. And we are doing, as I mentioned, a lot more cooking at home, being at home. So definitely check that one out. And then here, actually, let's take a look at this and we'll share the video for this because I really do, I love this item a lot, and I know it's a hot item right now. So let's share the video.
The Ninja Air Fryer, a fast and easy way to cook your favorite foods. It ensures even circulation of hot air around your food for quick, crispy, and golden finishes every time. The secret is the combination of a wide temperature range while powering the fan that automatically adjusts speeds for your temperature setting. This allows you to cook and crisp your favorite foods, like 2 pounds of French fries using little to no oil in a family-sized 4-quart ceramic-coated basket. The wide temperature range gives you the ability to roast, bake, air fry, reheat, or dehydrate foods, making it your new go-to appliance for any meal or snack. With the Ninja air fryer on your countertop, you can pull crispy meals out of thin air.
That is a great air fryer. I know it's pretty popular. I've actually had some great feedback in the chat about this item. I know a lot of people have purchased it. So that is in the carousel, as I mentioned, along with 40 other great items. So make sure you guys shop the carousel. check out what we have every day. We're always sharing 40 great products in there. You can also check out the other items on our website, and also go to Tambi's Pantry for any of the pet items that Amy was talking about earlier. I do want to remind everybody that the Smart Pet Love Snuggle Puppy behavioral toy is in the carousel, and Amy is a fan of that. So I want to just again say happy Friday, everyone. This has been such a great Friday. I mean, what fun we had here today at Sway. We actually have fun every day at Sway. Every day is Sway Day. But happy Friday, Sway Day. And it's been a really fun day here. And it was really, really great to interview Amy and ask her all these questions. It's making me, miss being a pet owner again. So I hope that's in my future. And I know there's a lot of people out there during this time who are new pet owners, who have adopted pets during this time, or maybe have taken in new puppies. I've been seeing a lot of the puppy posts, on my Facebook, everyone sharing their new puppies with their Facebook community. And I know that during this time where we're at home, it's nice to be able to bring a dog in, and we're also spending more time at home. We're working from home. A lot of us are doing that. So we have the time to dedicate right now to training a new dog. The time is actually really good for that. And Amy even confirmed with me that, pet adoptions and people that are taking in new dogs right now have gone up. In fact, she said that the shelters, she was coming, I think, from Colorado, but the shelter, Utah, she was in Utah. The shelters are empty there because everyone is adopting dogs. So that was a really interesting bit of information. I totally can see it. So again, definitely if you are a new pet owner, check out Amy, baxterandbella.com. You definitely want to check her out. Ask her any questions. You can actually say, Tambi sent me. I saw it on Sway TV. She'll know. And you can also go to swaytvreplay.com and watch the whole interview. There was so much great information in that interview, and we are here every day, as I mentioned, streaming live, and we are always doing great interviews, so you can actually scroll through all the great stuff we've done. Here's all our websites. Definitely bookmark these. Because there's so many great reasons to follow Sway. As you can see, you can go to swaytvreplay.com to check out my interview with Amy and all the past interviews that we've done, all our past episodes. You can also go to swaytvshop.com and check out all the items that we talk about every day, because we have great items in our carousels. And another really, really cool thing is that we actually have our own merch booth now. So check this out. We have Sway Swag. Happy to announce this is new. You can go to amazon.com/shops/SwayTV, or you could just put in Sway TV into the search bar for apparel, and this will come up. So how cool is this, you guys? This is so awesome. We have a Sway TV tote. There's a Sway TV racing bra. That's so great when you're like running on the treadmill. What a great thing to have. Let us sway with you while you work out, Or if you want to follow with Shay J doing exercise in the morning, you can wear your Sway TV racing bra and work out with Shay J. There's a Sway TV baseball hat. The tote, as I mentioned, we have a long sleeve t-shirt. We have the coffee mug. Everyone loves our coffee mugs. Everyone was asking, where can I get those coffee mugs? Now we have them in on Amazon for sale. So check those out. Also flip-flops and this awesome hoodie. I have one here, so let me share this with you. This is so great. Really, really super high quality. This is the Sway TV hoodie. And here, why don't I model this for you? I'll show you just how snuggly and awesome this is before I say goodbye to you on this nice, awesome Friday. This is such a nice, snuggly, fun sweatshirt. And I love that we have all this great merch available on Amazon. So definitely check it out. And again, you could just put Sway TV, search apparel, and all this great stuff will come up. So there, am I blocking it with my hair? There we go. And we have Sway TV in the Sway Blue, of course. Like, we have everything here in Sway Blue. It is our favorite color. So there you go. I want to thank everyone again so much for joining us here today. We have had a blast. I'm your host, Tambi Saffron. Thank you so much for joining me here on Sway TV, coming to you live on Amazon. Thank you so much, Amazon, for having us here and letting us have these great chances for great interviews and great programming and great streams. We have Natasha coming up in about 10 minutes, so definitely stay tuned for Natasha. She's going to be doing some awesome product demos with all of you. I'll be back tomorrow at 11:40 a.m. On the Go With Tambi. I'll be back tomorrow, so mark your calendars. That is tomorrow Pacific time, and I hope to see a lot of you guys back here. I'm so glad we had a lot of new people here today, a lot of pet owners. It was so fabulous. I want to shout out again to Amy and thank Amy Jensen from Baxter and Bella. She was amazing. We were so lucky to have her here. We had so much fun with her. I love all the new people that came here into the chat. Thank you to all the new people who started following us. We so appreciate the love here at Sway. And again, if you have any questions for Amy, you can reach her at baxterandbella.com. She's also at Baxter and Bella on Instagram. And if you want to check out that awesome interview with Amy, you can go to swaytvreplay.com. She answered such great questions, and everyone really had great questions, right? I mean, I thought the questions were fabulous. Her answers were fabulous. So I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. What a great Friday here we're having at Sway. And again, Natasha will be here in a few minutes, so stay tuned for that. We want to add anything else? All right, so hope to see you guys back here tomorrow. I'm your host, Tambi Saffron. I will be back here tomorrow at 11:40 a.m. Pacific time. Sammy, you're wearing your hoodie. All right, so Sammy, let's sway together and when we say goodbye. You got your hoodie on? I got my hoodie on. Will you sway with me? Here we go. Sammy, you sway with me on your end. I'll sway on mine. Ready? Let's sway. See you guys later. Have a
Make sure you guys follow Sway TV. Follow Sway right here. Ooh, it's this way, sorry. Corey says, thank you, Sway TV. Shakira says, thank you, Sway. Yes, guys, it is so much fun. We love Sway TV.
We're here all the time streaming live. We're sharing great products. We're doing great interviews and amazing giveaways.
Yes. Amazon, we love you,
Yes.
Amazon.
So grateful for you guys and for Sway TV.
I've had such a great time with all of you.
Shop-attainment all the time.
It is a girl's dream come true for someone like me to be able to give you dating advice and shopping all in one platform.
Amazon Live, woo! Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's go. Let's sway. Woo!